That is a wild accusation.
Yes, what? We can prove it. Catch an all-new season of Elsbeth on CBS and streaming on Paramount+.
New CBS Fall. CIA returns Monday, October 5th, part of CBS Premiere Week.
Dangerous air quality remains an issue tomorrow with very smoky skies from those Canadian wildfires. How long is this going to last? We have those details next.
Good evening, everyone. Thanks for joining us. I'm Kevin Hodge. Tonight on your WZMQ 19 News, we'll tell you more about the training Marquette County's undersheriff received while attending an FBI academy in Virginia. Plus, we'll tell you more about the career day put on for students looking to possibly enter the trades. And we get an update on the efforts to find the source of the cyclosporiasis outbreak from the state's top doctor. Your 19 News at 11 starts now.
Live from the UP, this is WZMQ 19 News at 11.
Low temps tonight will be into the mid to upper 60s across much of the Upper Peninsula, but the main story obviously is going to be the wildfire smoke. We're still going to be dealing with that as we head through tonight and into tomorrow. In fact, our air quality gets a little bit worse. Tomorrow, we are talking air quality values into the unhealthy range for just about everybody. We'll talk all about that, plus how long is this going to last, and should you be using your air conditioner? We'll talk about that and more coming up in just a few minutes.
Dakota, thank you very much. Marquette County Undersheriff Lowell Larson is back home after graduating from the prestigious FBI National Academy in Quantico, Virginia. Our own John Truitt sat down with Larson and has the details on his training.
The FBI Academy isn't just another training course. It's an invitation-only program reserved for experienced law enforcement leaders with a proven record of service and leadership. For Larson, it was like going back to college.
People that are generally in their 40s have, 15 to 20 years under their belt, and it's a good reset for them.
Since opening in 1935, more than 57,000 officers from around the world have graduated from the academy, classmates who may prove to be invaluable later on.
I now have a whole list of people that I can contact that I've already built a relationship with and have them help me through whatever I am dealing with.
From police tactics to leadership, Larson was immersed in the latest in law enforcement training.
I took a lot of classes on leadership, physical wellness, constitutional law, strategic resource allocation.
But the classroom is only part of the challenge. Participants are also tested physically on the legendary Yellow Brick Road, a demanding 6.1-mile obstacle course.
After you complete it, it's a very high sense of pride to be able to complete that. So that brick on the shelf is my point of pride of completing that.
Larson was especially suited for this program, having led the investigation into the matter of Jordan DeMay's death.
And I was able to give a rundown of what happened in that case, and I got tremendous feedback from all the other leaders.
Larson now joins his boss, Sheriff Zybert, in the elite company of an FBI Academy graduate.
It's some of the best training in the world. And I'm trying to set him up and Marquette County for the future. I'm not really planning on running after my term is up, and I think getting Lowell the information and education, leadership, it's just second to none.
In Marquette, John Truitt, WZMQ 19 News.
Over the past few weeks, the Michigan DNR has started a restoration project on the Net River Dam in Baraga County. The dam is home to 400 acres of wetlands, popular for warm water fishing, and wild rice beds harvested and maintained by local tribes. In 2022, the spring runoff led to a collapse and a partial failure to the dam's original structures built in 1953. The DNR has since gathered funds through Eagle to begin reconstruction of the site this summer, set to be completed by the fall.
So what we're going to do is tear out the old culverts, the old infrastructure, replace it with a modern structure that'll allow more water to pass, give us greater water control so we can manage the wetland characteristics out here better, manage the wild rice better, and hopefully improve the wildlife habitat that's out here.
During construction, Net River parking areas, boat launch, and rice beds are unavailable to the public. Today, young people in Delta County learned about careers in the trades through hands-on experience. Our Escanaba Bureau reporter Lily Simmons has the story.
Midwest Truck Driving School and North Country Electrical Line and Heavy Equipment School welcomed families on site for their third annual Career Exploration Day.
You can see behind me, you want to climb a pole today, you want to drive a semi-truck, you want to operate some heavy equipment. It's unlike any other event. Yeah, you can come here and grab a brat, grab a burger, but today's about getting down and dirty in some of these different trades that maybe people don't know too much about.
According to the school director, these trades in particular are increasingly popular.
Rarely do we ever see an issue with someone not getting employed, not getting into the career and the trade that they want, because there's just such a huge demand for the trades right now.
And in an ever-changing world, jobs like line work and truck driving are steadfast career paths.
Everyone's looking for kind of AI-proof careers, and when it comes to the trades, you know, and not just these trades, but all trades are incredibly popular right now, but there's a huge demand. So when you look at the amount of people needed to fill this huge gap in the trades, we're talking decades and decades and decades of hiring in these different industries.
Today's event was led by students currently enrolled in Midwest and North Country programs.
There's a lot of opportunity at this school for young people. Some of the guys in my class alone, one of them came to this career day last year and he's here now as a lineman. So, you know, I think it benefits everybody, and it really does work.
And some of their pupils were as young as elementary school, showing a new generation early on the value of a trades career.
If you asked me my senior of high school what a lineman was, I wouldn't be able to tell you. That's the purpose of this, to educate young people. Maybe they come here at 9, 10 years old and get to hop up on a pole and climb or drive a semi-truck and say, wow, this is something that is a viable career option for me, maybe later on down the line.
To learn more about programs available through Midwest Truck Driving School and North Country Electrical Line and Heavy Equipment School, visit WZMQ19.com. Reporting in Escanaba, Lily Simmons, WZMQ 19 News.
Michigan's cyclosporiasis outbreak has now surpassed 3,700 cases, and state officials say that number isn't done climbing. Investigators say they're closing in on a source, but getting there is proving to be a massive undertaking. Our Michigan Capitol correspondent Sophia Murphy spoke with the state's top doctor about the investigation.
It is a contaminant of produce, usually when that produce comes in contact with contaminated water, and that's water that has been contaminated with human feces.
State investigators have now interviewed more than 1,700 people with cyclosporiasis. The strongest signal so far points to bagged lettuce, though no specific brand or grower has been named yet.
We have well over 1,000 staff hours that have gone into just the interviews. Folks have been working on this around the clock. Folks have been pulled off of their day-to-day jobs and have been pulled onto working on this outbreak and nothing else.
With the likely source pointing outside Michigan, it's now on federal investigators to trace the contamination back to a specific lot or grower. That process could take weeks, which means Michiganders are being asked to stay cautious in the meantime.
If you develop diarrhea or other symptoms, it's important to seek medical attention right away so that you can get tested and then treated. There's an antibiotic that works against this parasite.
Cyclosporiasis isn't the only health concern on Bagdasarian's radar right now. With temperatures downstate pushing past 90 degrees and wildfire smoke degrading air quality in the UP, she says this stretch of July is putting pressure on Michiganders from multiple directions at once.
There's a lot happening right now. My biggest advice this summer is to stay hydrated and to make sure that you are getting enough liquids.
Until a source is confirmed, health officials say the safest bet is buying whole head lettuce and removing the outer leaves before eating. For now, the case count keeps rising while the search for answers continues. From Michigan's capital, Sophia Murphy, WZMQ 19 News.
U.S. Central Command says forces launched 2 waves of strikes against Iran today. Tehran says the first operation hit Iranian army barracks, killing at least 7 troops and wounded more than 260 people across the country. The U.S. military also reimposed a naval blockade on Iranian ports in the Strait of Hormuz after recent Iranian attacks on ships in the key waterway. President Trump warned Iran he has not ruled out attacking civilian infrastructure.
Giving deadlines, but they pretty much know the story. They better behave.
In response to the blockade, Iran's Revolutionary Guard threatened to cut off other shipping corridors, including the Bab el-Mandeb Strait. The narrow waterway off the coast of Yemen links the Red Sea to the Gulf of Aden. Iranian-backed Houthi rebels control Yemen's coastline and have repeatedly attacked commercial vessels in the Red Sea. Earlier this afternoon, Michigan's U.S. senators brought National Hot Dog Day to Capitol Hill with a special Michigan-themed event. Senators Gary Peters and Alyssa Slotkin were joined by various Michigan economic development organizations, small businesses, and, of course, hot dog lovers. July is National Hot Dog Month, and National Hot Dog Day typically falls on the 3rd Wednesday of the month. The U.S. Hot Dog and Sausage Council says the midsummer date highlights one of America's most popular comfort foods. The annual Taste of Michigan event on Capitol Hill showcased some of the state's most iconic hot dogs, beverages, and sweet treats. According to the Hot Dog and Sausage Council, during peak hot dog season from Memorial Day to Labor Day, Americans typically consume 7 billion hot dogs. That's about 818 hot dogs consumed every second during that period. Dakota Hunter has your first warning weather forecast after the break. Plus, we'll have more on the Canadian wildfires and how they're affecting air quality in the state. And could a simple blood test predict Alzheimer's years before symptoms start? Researchers say it might be possible, and the results are eye-opening. We'll be right back after this.
19 News is brought to you by Kirkish Furniture.
Live outside Marquette County? Recycle 906 is worth the drive. We accept cans, cardboard, plastics, and more. Bring it in. Keep the Upper Peninsula clean. See what we accept at recycle906.com.
Closed captioning sponsored by Range Bank of Upper Michigan.
Transform your bathroom with the beautiful quality of Bath Planet. As a trusted leader in bathroom renovation, Bath Planet has earned the Good Housekeeping seal, a symbol of quality and consumer confidence for over 100 years. Get half off installation or 18 months with no interest and no payments. Whether it's tub replacement, a shower replacement, or a tub-to-shower conversion, Bath Planet makes your custom bath fast, easy, and affordable. Here's how it works. Step 1, call to schedule your free, no-obligation consultation. Step 2, our design experts come to you with real samples to customize your dream bath. Step 3, our certified installers complete the transformation in as little as 1 day. And right now, for a limited time, you can upgrade your bathroom for 50% off installation or choose 18 months with no interest and no payments. But you need to call now. This special offer is only available by calling 800-279-0308. That's 800-279-0308. 800-279-0308 now, before the offer ends.
I have moderate to severe plaque psoriasis, but thanks to Skyrizi and clearer skin, I'm all in. Most people saw 90% clearer skin from head to toe. Skyrizi is only 4 doses a year after 2 starter doses.
Don't use if allergic. Serious allergic reactions, increased infections, or lower ability to fight them may occur. Before treatment, get checked for infections and TB. Tell your doctor about any flu-like symptoms or vaccines.
Nothing on my skin means everything. Ask your doctor about Skyrizi.
Escanaba reporter Lily Simmons on WZMQ 19 News. Now from the 19 News Forecast Center, this is WZMQ 19 First Warning Weather with Dakota Hunter.
Welcome back, everybody. Today's high 79 degrees, so more along the lines of where we should be, but that's really not the story of the day. The story is this. Yeah, our own Ken Bernard sending this to us. Again, this is out near the North Harbor here into Marquette, and you see just how smoky and hazy it's been today, and we're going to see more of this as we head into the next couple of days. In fact, air qualities are expected to remain in the unhealthy category for just about everybody. So this is not an issue that is related to just people with respiratory issues. Even healthy people are going to be subject to health problems if you're going to be outdoors for any length of time with this kind of wildfire smoke. So our air quality alert continues until noon tomorrow. I expect this to be extended through Friday as we're still going to be dealing with some of that air quality issues. This isn't a short-term problem. It's not a one and done kind of situation. We've still got several more days of it to go through. And again, the wildfires are up here in Western Canada. Again, this map has been very temperamental. It'll work and then it doesn't. But again, there's all these wildfires up here in Western Canada, and that is the culprit of our wildfire smoke and our poor air quality. In fact, we're still expecting air quality values to remain unhealthy. You see that purple shade? That's almost the highest color on this color table, and that means very dense smoke is going to be surging into the area overnight and then into the day tomorrow. So air qualities already have been 200, 300, 400, and that is very, very significant. In fact, I saw some reports, I can't vouch for their accuracy, showed over 900 air quality value on the western Upper Peninsula. So this is just very dangerous type of air quality that we're dealing with here. Again, we're still expected to remain in the unhealthy category. 485 forecast for tomorrow, 315 on Friday, and 111 on Saturday. So by the time we head into the weekend, we are going to see the air qualities improve as we see a little bit of rain coming our way, but also the wildfire smoke starts pushing its way out of the area. So a lot of people might be asking, can I use my air conditioner doing wildfire smoke? Well, the answer is yes, with an asterisk. It depends on what air conditioner you have. If you have a window unit like this or central air, you're fine. Those units recirculate the air in the room. If you have a portable unit, those tend to bring in outside air. So you're best not to use those. And also fans in the window, best bet is to reverse them or close the window entirely. So yeah, this is definitely not that kind of smoky, hazy sky that's very nice to be out in. So dangerous air quality continues tomorrow. We'll improve a little bit with a few rain showers arriving on Friday. Same deal into Saturday, an isolated shower possible, not talking about all day rain. And then as we head into next week, we'll bring in a few more scattered showers and storms with cool and seasonal temperatures.
Dakota, thanks again. And as you mentioned, the outbreak of wildfires in Canada is darkening the sky and prompting air quality alerts in at least 15 states from the Midwest to the Northeast. The thick, hazy smoke combining with brutal heat in the east. Tom Hansen has more from New York.
This could potentially overtake us here.
Dramatic video captured the moment a freight train in Canada was suddenly surrounded by a wall of flames Monday.
Okay, y'all need to hurry up here. Like, seriously, we're encased in flames now.
The panicked crew watches as everything around them burns, unable to move until another train passes. After a few minutes, relief. Canadian National Railway, the train's operator, later suspended rail operations there and said everyone aboard was safe. This wildfire is one of nearly 200 burning across northern Ontario and Minnesota that have sent plumes of dangerous smoke east and air quality levels in more than a dozen states plummeting.
I can taste the ash in our mouth.
In Toronto, the air was so bad the city had to cancel an outdoor World Cup watch party.
My eyes are burning, my lungs are burning.
While in Boston, the smoke turned the sky orange.
It's a little eerie. I feel like I keep finding myself staring at the sun.
Conditions in New York City haven't been this severe since 2023, when emergency rooms saw a spike in smoke-related visits from patients with chronic health conditions like asthma.
If we keep being exposed to this level of air pollution over time, that increases our risk down the road for developing chronic health conditions.
So for the people who can't stay inside, they have to go outside. What is your advice?
Whether you're somebody who's working outdoors, you have an errand that you just can't not do today or tomorrow, the best way to keep yourself safe is buying an N95 or KN95 grade mask.
And that's exactly what we are doing here, wearing masks to protect us from the air quality. Meanwhile, we are also dealing with another heat wave, which doctors are calling a 1-2 punch for their emergency rooms.
A new blood test may predict Alzheimer's disease up to a decade in advance. Harvard University researchers tested for a blood abnormality known as p-tau217 in healthy adults. Those with double the average level had a 78% risk of developing cognitive impairment within 10 years. And even those with a slightly above average level had a 45% chance of cognitive decline. Experts say this will help direct research and potential treatment to those who need it most.
Having a blood test that can accurately determine who, to test and say, yes, this person might be eligible for treatment. I think that's a real game changer because those PET scans are not readily available. They're expensive, they're invasive, et cetera, et cetera.
The study found the blood test more accurately predicts Alzheimer's than brain scans and genetic testing. But researchers caution lifestyle and family history can influence a person's dementia risk. Still to come in your 19 news, the World Cup final is set with Argentina taking down England and now preparing to take on Spain this Sunday. We'll be back in 2 minutes.
Update your home with new GE appliances from Kirkish Furniture and Houghton. GE appliances are built to last, have print-resistant finishes, and offer high performance with energy efficiency. Kirkish has a large selection for both kitchen and laundry, free delivery, and 0% financing.
The stars are out, and so are the dogs. With guest host Joel McHale.
Are you good at keeping secrets?
Probably shouldn't tell me. Don't tell me if you don't want me to tell anybody, but tell me if you don't want me to tell anybody.
You've made that very clear, Octavia.
Next, Kelly.
She's very well trained. I told her to do that. I was like, at a certain point, just sit in his lap.
This is actually Jeremy Allen White.
The Kelly Clarkson Show, tomorrow at 5 on WZMQ CBS.
Come experience Glenora Wine Cellars, overlooking beautiful Seneca Lake. Savor award-winning wines with a tasting or tour, and take in the stunning views. Stay at our charming inn and wake up to the serenity of wine country. Dine at Verasion's Restaurant, where seasonal, local cuisine, and vegan options await. Your perfect staycation is here. Glenora Wine Cellars. Book your getaway or destination wedding today at 800-243-5513 or glenora.com.
For more than 30 years, our community has come through, building affordable homes, making critical repairs, and building ramps for those who need a little help and a little hope. Habitat for Humanity volunteers produce amazing results treasured forever. You could be our next hero. Volunteers are needed to provide affordable housing in Marquette County. Join in, sign up, it's easy. Go to upersunited.com or use the QR code shown here. A public service message of Habitat for Humanity and WZMQ TV19.
Weeknights, MeTV brings the funny.
They do have some funny stuff in there.
With MASH. Andy Griffith. And Everybody Loves Raymond.
Weeknights on MeTV 19.1. You're watching WZMQ 19 News, live and local, with Kevin Hodge.
Welcome back, everyone. We're constantly upgrading our devices, but what happens to the old ones left behind? As the technological revolution kicks into overdrive, the world is generating more electronic waste. One company is trying to reboot how we recycle our old tech. Evan Moon takes us inside the process.
New phone, new laptop, new gadget. But what happens to the old ones? From smartwatches to digital doorbells, millions of devices are sitting unused or heading for the trash.
Each average American has about 25 devices. People used to think of them as trash. They're really a treasure.
Electronics are the fastest growing waste stream in the world, according to the UN. ERI, Electronic Recyclers International, is working to reduce all that waste. We visited their New Jersey facility.
Oh my goodness, look how many phones. Since 2010, the growth of e-waste has outpaced normal single plastic recycling 5 times over. Right now, the world is generating more than 130 billion pounds of electronic waste.
ERI's co-founder and CEO, John Shigarian.
100% of your electronics, when responsibly recycled, could go back into the circular economy. All the steel, the gold, the silver, the lead, the copper, the aluminum.
Not only does it go back to what he calls the SpaceX and NVIDIA economies, recycling old tech helps safeguard the environment.
This is full of hazardous material, including lead.
But the reality is only about 15% of electronics are being recycled in the U.S.
What's keeping people from recycling?
People are worried about their personal information, their data, their banking information, their social security number.
That's why ERI makes military-grade data wiping part of the process. Shigarian says as the Earth starts to run out of valuable materials, urban mining from discarded electronics can help bridge the gap.
The technological revolution is still underway. We have to be just more thoughtful and more intentional.
ERI is in every zip code, working with cities like New York to place drop-off bins in thousands of buildings, and with major retailers, including Best Buy, Staples, and Salvation Army.
Lionel Messi is headed to the World Cup final for the third time in his legendary career. Argentina will face Spain on Sunday after coming from behind to upset England 2-1 in today's semifinal in Atlanta. Messi with the assist on the winning goal in stoppage time. Nicole Valdez is in Atlanta with the latest.
A bitter rivalry ending in dramatic fashion. Argentina pulled off a last-minute win against England. Argentina found a tying goal at the 85th minute and then pulled out the game winner in stoppage time.
Tell me how you're feeling now that you saw Argentina's moving on to the finals.
I'm so happy. I don't have worries. Today's win felt deeply, especially in Buenos Aires. This was the first time both countries met in more than 20 years, after years of tension. The long history between these two countries dates back to the Falklands War of 1982. 4 years later, this hand of God goal by Argentina's Diego Maradona to boot England from the World Cup, a goal that, with today's video review, would have been disallowed. But today was historic. The legendary career of Lionel Messi, whose assist sealed this victory, will continue with one more match, the World Cup final.
I mean, I truly think he's the best player to ever grace the game, and nobody comes close to him.
He's the best player in the world. I mean, this is very emotional for us. I cried with him when we won against Egypt.
Messi is the GOAT. Messi is a player we all grow up to watch. It's Messi. What else can be said?
And on Sunday, Messi hopes to lead Argentina to its first back-to-back men's World Cup win. The last team to do that was Brazil back in 1962.
Tom Cruise is shedding his Mission Impossible persona for a new role, an elderly cat-loving oil tycoon. Plus, Madonna's life gets the comic book treatment. Gwen Baumgartner has tonight's entertainment headlines.
Londoners got a teaser for the Odyssey movie with this red Trojan horse lighting up Trafalgar Square. The installation is more than 35 feet tall, weighs nearly 9,000 pounds, and took 6 weeks to build. The marketing stunt comes a week after the cast gathered for the film's UK premiere. The Odyssey rides into theaters this Friday. Do you recognize this movie star in the trailer for his upcoming film?
How long would you say she has? Between 2 weeks, 5 minutes?
That's Tom Cruise as Digger Rockwell in Digger, a dark comedy with the 64-year-old playing a graying, beer-bellied oil tycoon who has a South American accent. In April, Cruise credited 4 decades of acting experience for allowing him to take on this so-called comedy of catastrophic proportions. Digger comes out in October. Cruise is also expected to make an appearance at the World Cup final on Sunday. Just announced the star-studded lineup for the world's biggest soccer match. Jennifer Hudson, Robbie Williams, and Nicole Scherzinger are some of the singers set to perform in the pre-match closing ceremony. Ahead of her 68th birthday, pop star Madonna is being recognized on the pages of a tidal wave comic book. It's the second time she's been immortalized in a comic. The latest book is titled Female Force Madonna, the Sequel.
Now don't go anywhere. Your final look at weather after the break.
Lansing is drowning in waste, and we are drowning in taxes. Career politicians can't change Lansing. They never have. It's time for a remarkable outsider, Perry Johnson. Perry grew up in a tiny home, then worked 24/7 building his companies that help save the American automobile industry, bringing quality and efficiency that rival the world. Quality and efficiency, just what Michigan state government needs now. Perry will audit every state agency, root out corruption and waste. He'll eliminate the state income tax, reform property taxes, and put the money back in your pockets where it belongs. 4747. Perry's the outsider who will get government out of our way and unleash the greatest from our people. Unlike career politicians, Perry Johnson will accomplish what he promises. Morning will soon dawn once again in Michigan.
The Shortlist, a countdown show that's all sports. See the greatest names and the greatest games in all sports. Sports fans love it, and you will too. That's The Shortlist, only from SSN, the Cindy Sports Network.
Sophia Murphy reports at 6 and 11 on WZMQ 19 News. A world at your fingertips gives you the advantage. Scan this right now. Weather, local news, community events, amazing video. It's cool. It's all yours. It's free. And it's on demand. Do it. Download the app from 19 News. Now you know.
I'm Sophia Murphy at the Capitol in Lansing, only on WZMQ 19 News.
Lows tonight will be into the 60s with highs into the lower to mid 70s, maybe a few upper 80s across the southern half of the UP. But again, the main story is the wildfire smoke. Again, very dangerous air quality is going to continue through Friday. You see these very high values, 485, 315. That is very excessive and puts us into that very unhealthy range. So limit your time outdoors. If you have to be outdoors, the best thing to do is to wear an N95 mask. I know there's some controversy surrounding masks and all that. I get that. But in a case like this, you just don't want to take any chances here. This is very dangerous air quality. But we are going to see cooler than average temperatures over the next 7 to 10 days, which is a good thing after dealing with all this heat. But by Friday, we bring in a few showers that'll help rinse the smoke out of the air, along with a jet stream pulling well to the north. That'll move a lot of that wildfire smoke out of the area. But there you see those cooler temperatures for Tuesday, bouncing back on Wednesday.
Dakota, thanks again. And finally tonight, history came along for the ride this evening in Marquette. The Marquette Regional History Center kicked off its summer bus tour season, loading up a classic air-conditioned checker bus for a 90-minute journey through the city's past. Dozens of riders took part in the first tour of the summer, which runs through July and August and serves as a fundraiser for the nonprofit museum. Volunteer historical reenactors bring the stories to life along the route.
So we'll be covering a little bit of the geology of the area, some Anishinaabe history, also just classic Marquette stories that you hear. We talk about, the Peter Waite Public Library and all the banks. We go into Park Cemetery.
For more information, you can visit WZMQ19.com. That's it for now, everyone. Have a great night.
19 News is brought to you by Kirkish Furniture.
We started back in 1913. Grandfather would go from door to door on a cart selling dry goods. It's great seeing people actually coming in saying, my grandfather waited on you. We offer a wide selection of La-Z-Boy recliners, Smith Brothers Amish furniture. We also offer a wide selection of appliances, all with free